everybody, welcome back. It's Monday. You know what time it is. It's tea time. And this week in my collection, Pyrocratic. I discovered these guys last week when I was on tour we played in Bentonville, Arkansas at the Meteor Guitar Gallery. And these guys opened up for us. And they were incredible. I was in the Midwest. I'm watching this band that has a really cool late 80s, 90s, post-hardcore punk, DC kind of sound. I had to think, where am I? This just geographically does not make sense because they sound like all these DC hardcore bands from back in the day, like Scream, a little bit of Rites of Spring, some Dag Nasty, a little bit of Blue Tip was mixed in with it. And it just blew my mind. I don't normally do an episode on a t-shirt of a band that I just found. I usually like sit on it and wait for a little bit. But these guys have been in my brain all week, and I really like this band. So I've got one shirt in my collection from them, and I picked this up when we played with them at that show. It's a really interesting design. Obviously a cool Def Leppard mock ripoff, but this is really awesome because there's a lot of stuff into this. Brian, their singer, put me into the know on this. Looking at it quickly, I thought it was Freddie, but I was like, no, it's not Freddie. He told me that this is actually the melting Nazi from the Indiana Jones and the Raiders of the Lost Ark movie, which is definitely cool in my book. And then the other face on, he said, is a deeper dive from a movie called The Incredible Melting Man from 1977. I've not seen that movie, but now I'm going to go on a deep dive and check that movie out as well. But this is definitely a fun shirt. I'm glad I picked this one up, and I'm glad that I really talked to these guys, and I've been in contact with Brian through Instagram. Great bunch of guys, really cool musicians. They're on Spotify, so you can find them. I personally don't use Spotify, so it's taken me a little longer, but I found them on YouTube Music, and I think they have some other links that I will put in the description so you can go and check these guys out. We played with them in Bentonville, Arkansas, but I believe they're from the Fayetteville, Arkansas area. Like I said, that was the first time I'd ever even been out that direction, and it was really cool hearing that style of music where I was at in an area I didn't think I was going to hear it at, because I grew up listening to that over on the East Coast, coming from DC, coming into West Virginia. And just seeing these guys and listening to them and hearing all the influence from the bands that I loved as a kid, it's really cool. So if you loved all that DC hardcore, DC punk from back in the late 80s, early 90s, mid 90s, check out Pyrocratic. Like I said, links are going to go in the description. I'm getting goosebumps thinking about it now because I was listening to stuff earlier, and their sound is just really, really incredible. So give them a listen. They're on YouTube. You can find some live footage of them from a couple of shows. I was just watching one a little bit ago. Again, links for that will go up so you can check these guys out. 3-piece, post-punk, post-hardcore, just really cool melodic, a little bit of metal twinge thrown in there, and a lot of rock and roll. Thanks for tuning in this week, guys. I'll catch you next Monday with another one. Until then, take it easy.